Hello. Today is May 6, 2024. It's Monday. May 6, 2023 was on a Saturday. A day I'll never forget. I know exactly what transpired on that day. I got up that morning, had prayer, had praise, and then I kept hearing this song in my spirit that I didn't necessarily know all the words to. So I went and looked it up and played it throughout the house, and it's Holy Spirit by Jesus Culture. It's actually playing now. I could not stop worshiping to this song to the point where I'm just crying before the Lord. So I had a great day planned. Was starting out with meeting one of my girlfriends. We were going shopping. She was looking for a credenza for her entryway. I was looking for furniture, anything to redo my backyard, which was a gift to myself for an upcoming birthday. So when I say we were shopping, we got our shop on. And we ended up in Allen, Texas. And our shopping venture was over. I'm a shopper, I can shop all day. But my girlfriend, she's like, okay, I'm at my limit. So we decided to go our way, go our separate ways. As I sat in my car for a moment thinking about what I was going to do, I thought about this bag that I wanted from Marc Jacobs, one of the canvas tote bags. I love a good canvas bag in the summertime. And so I thought, I could go to the outlet and, get it. But then I was like, maybe not. But then I was like, I'm right here. I might as well go. So usually the Allen Premium Outlet is less than 30 minutes from where I live. So usually if I want to go to the outlet, I'll go during the week when it's less busy. And really the only time I would go on the weekend is if I had guests from out of town. And so I was like, I'm just going to run in here, run in the store, get the bag, go home, and start getting ready for my evening because I was meeting with a group of girlfriends for dinner. So I get to the outlet, y'all, it's packed. So I decided to look for a parking space. I saw some people fighting over a spot and I didn't find anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to come back. It's just too much for a Saturday. I'll just, come back. So as I was trying to drive to get out, I was like, just try one more time. So I did. I tried one more time, found a spot. I was like, great. Went inside the store, get in the store, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know which one I want. I don't know what color I want. All I know is I wanted a real one. I didn't want one of the knockoff ones because I was at a outlet store, but they did have some of the real Marc Jacobs bags in the store. So I finally decided which one I wanted, although I was extremely indecisive, which is usually, not me. I'm not usually as indecisive as I was in there. Like I literally talked to the manager, I talked to just about all the salespeople. I kept trying the bags on. Y'all know how you try the bag on and you're looking in the mirror. And one of the employees, he kept saying, where's that bag or where's this bag? And I would be like, oh, I have it because I kept on trying on all these bags. And so then I finally was like, okay, I know which one I want. And so my sales guy, he went back to get the bag and the wallet that I wanted because I finally figured it out. And when he came from the storeroom with a bag, I was like, oh no, I wanted the other color. And so he was like, oh yeah, that's right, you did want the other color. So he went back to get the other color. And by the time he came back, we just started hearing a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming outside. people were running in the store, and we were like, what is going on? And they was telling us that there was a shooter. And so before I knew it, we were in a storeroom of Marc Jacobs, a bulletproof storeroom, and there was an active shooter in the outlet. And so while we're in there, one of the most frightening things for me was that they had police monitors, so we could literally hear everything that was going on. We could hear gunshots. We could hear people being unalived. We heard when the police actually got there. We could hear everything, and that made it more frightening because when you know where all the stores are, so when we would hear, that the shooter was here, the shooter was there, you know how close the shooter is. And to us, we thought that there were multiple shooters from the activity that we heard going on the monitors. So because I was in a bulletproof room, I couldn't get any calls out. But I managed to be able to get a text out to my friend that I was with, and I was like, pray, please pray, please pray. And moments later, she texted me back and she said, you will walk out of there. You will walk out of there. And when she said, you will walk out of there, the Holy Spirit I felt like a tangible presence of the Holy Spirit just resting on me. And I started praying for everyone. I remember turning my back to everybody, and I just started praying in the Spirit. And so we made it out of there, y'all. The reason why I'm making this is because I want to talk to people who have gone through trauma, or have been terrorized, or have been in situations where crime has taken place, but you haven't taken care of yourself. I want you to know how important it is to take time off work, how important it is to get counseling, get therapy, work with a coach. I had signs of trauma, and I had to get help, because the last thing you want to do is to bury the trauma, bury the terror, bury the fear. Because in my experience, what happens when you bury it, whenever you hit a brick wall in life, it all comes crashing in on you. And that's when you find yourself in a life crisis. You don't know how you're going to get out of it. So even if it's at the hand of one person or the voice of one person, get help. Some of the signs of trauma are emotional reactions, physical symptoms, cognitive symptoms, behavioral changes, interpersonal relationship issues, and psychological symptoms. When they had us to leave out of the store, in our minds, I know the minds of the people that were in Marc Jacobs, we thought that there were multiple shooters. So we were scared to death. And walking out of the store in a line with our hands up, with helicopters flying overhead, and having to walk to the street and being led to the side of the road with no ride home was very frightening. So I want you to know that I'm praying for the families of the 8 people that were unalived, the 7 people that were injured, and the many, many, many other people that were employees and that were just out on a Saturday enjoying their day shopping. If anyone that was at the Allen Premium Outlet on May 6th, 2023, and you haven't gotten any help, please get some help. Please talk to someone. You don't want this to show up in your life 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years removed. You don't. So I didn't make dinner that night. I was a mess. I didn't make dinner that night, but I did meet with one of my girlfriends because I refused to allow the hate of one person to imprison me. I went back to the outlet in September to get a gift from my daughter, but I went before it opened and I just ran in the store and it felt really weird. So I forced myself to go to Marc Jacobs. And I did go to Marc Jacobs. Still didn't get the canvas tote, but I did get a nice bag. And I talked to one young lady that was there who had happened to be there that day. So facing your fears is very important. I'm Coach Tamara Darius. Do what you need to do for you. Even if you need to take time off now for something that happened 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago to get yourself right. Take care of you.